Now let's take a look at deleting internal tables where we are using work areas. Work areas are fundamentally different structures that we set up in our program. Therefore, when we write some code that affects the internal table, it will never affect the work area at the same time. And also the reverse is true. Whatever code we write that affects the work area structure will never affect our internal table. When we're using internal tables with no header lines, some of the statements we have just been through will work a little bit differently. The clear statement, when used on a table without a header line, actually clears the whole table contents. Which sort of makes sense because I specified make sure you clear the header line, then you clear the table contents. But the syntax will work a little differently here. So if I show you, so if I say with header line here, then I'll copy this lot and show the differences with work area. So here, to clear out the header line, we would actually use this statement, clear, then the table name. We don't need the square brackets. But then we've got to keep in mind our work area is separate, so we have to clear that out as well. So all you need to do is use the clear statement again and then specify your work area. And let's say our example, our work area is set up as WA ITAB 01. As we make our way down to the other statements, here the refresh statement, exactly the same stuff applies. We would have refresh ITAB 01 to clear out the table, which is exactly the same as with the header line. But you've got to remember, treat your work area differently because it's a different structure in its own right. Then the same applies for free. The free statement will clear the internal table from memory, and then we would have to separately clear out our work area. Now this just about wraps up what we will cover on internal tables. We have been through all the major key topics that you will need to work with internal tables, both creating them, filling them up, and then destroying them afterwards. So take some time, practice, and get used to these commands because you will use them again and again and again in the programs you create.